I don't know.
Well, if not, then they wouldn't have done it. I mean,
Right.
there's serious investment in that thing. But
Oh,
hey,
absolutely.
we're 50 seconds away.
50 seconds away. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
should start.
Guys, we're 50 seconds away from
okay,
the
gonna
PC
start
conference.
recording,
Yeah,
okay?
sorry, I am too. So, Patrick, thanks for
1.
thanks for having us on Pixels, buddy. It's good to be here. Always have. Oh, wait, you guys are on Boop. What's going on? Oh no! Ah!
What? I mean, I think I'm gonna put it on the feed. The previous one for Microsoft was all like cutting audio and difficult to listen because of Scott's stupid system. I'm pretty sure that's the official term.
That was
But
my.
I think I might have found a way of circumventing your system's stupidity.
My way.
And this is the.
This was my method, by the way, of getting people to listen to the version of my file, which didn't have any of those problems.
That's right.
But, yeah.
That's right.
That's true. It was much better. Hey, PC Gaming Show, everyone.
Yeah, look at this crowd.
Powered by Intel.
Yeah.
PC Gamer.
Yeah, no longer
How-
AMD. Not AMD
How
this year.
boring is this? Oh, is it Intel? Right. It's
Yeah.
not AMD
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah. And we got the new Intel i9 coming, right?
Yep, but also, do you think this is again? Is this going to be a way? Is this going to be another show where we get like Intel coming out every 5 minutes and pitching their wares like they did
Yeah,
with AMD?
of
Or, okay, all right.
Of course, it's gonna have. They're gonna have to come out. I mean, look at this like super sexy intro with, "Ooh, I'm putting the CPU in."
Yeah, that looked like it was filmed with like somebody's cell phone, though. It's not. That looked terrible.
Yeah, a little bit. What's happening? They're
It's-
streaming.
There's some kind of. They were showing Battlegrounds again.
Oh, okay.
Battlegrounds is going to get talked
It's a big
about
feature
here.
here as well.
Is
Absolutely.
it stuttering for you guys?
No.
It feels like it's
Not at
stuttering.
all.
Okay, good. So yeah, there's some Blizzard video being shown here. There was Warcraft and Overwatch.
Yeah.
So is Blizzard gonna be part of it?
No.
No.
I'll bet
maybe.
you.
Well,
I bet you they
no.
won't be. I could be wrong. I kind of hope I'm wrong.
Oh, look at that sexy Sean Plot, man.
Good looking man.
Yeah, PC Gaming Show, traditionally the most boring show on E3. It's only been up 3 times. This is the 3rd time. Second one was okay. First one was possibly the most horrendous conference I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And yeah,
It's day 9 though. I like him. He's cool.
he is cool. And I think my perfect plan to provide recording for this thing is not working because your streaming is stuttering for me. I don't know why.
Oh, that's weird. Do you have just too many running or something? Too many inputs, outputs?
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's completely blocked. All right, well, there goes that idea.
So he's not behind a desk.
No, he's not, but he has a big stack of cards, which I love. He's going to like throw those through a window behind him. All of David Letterman.
That probably means it's not going to last 4 hours.
Oh, they're going to show VR demos. Oh, no.
Oh, VR is going to be huge this year, right?
Yeah, but are they going to... Yeah, but VR stage demos are the worst. They're the
They
worst.
are. It's just not... Yeah, how do you get involved? It's tough to demo that kind of thing.
Yep. They're going to do
Get
some
the
Middle
experience.
Earth talk. They'll probably talk about... they did... I'm sure we'll get Battleground stuff, because that's all the rage. The guy's voicing this, by the way, is the Darkest Dungeon guy.
Warhammer 2. New announcements for PlayerUnknown's Battleground.
Although he's not using the same quality studio post-production that he does
They
in...
probably have him in like a little booth over there in the corner.
Yeah, it might be.
Now, once again, Sean Plott.
Thank you so much, evil omnipotent voice in the sky. Let's talk about our very first game. It is an expansion to the legendary and infamous turn-based strategy game, XCOM 2. Let's take a look.
All right, XCOM 2 expansion.
So, are there going to be plants in this one? I mean, you know, Microsoft's always going to have their plants, but
No,
PC?
I think it's like just some
a little more earnest.
maybe the PC gamer people, because it's in consort with those guys. Maybe they're, I don't know. I mean, we all love PC games, so I want this to go well. What's this? Oh, this is it.
All right, the thing is back up for me. Maybe it will work after all.
Okay. All right.
What is this?
Expansion to XCOM 2.
If only you knew the truth.
That's badass looking.
Oh, I feel badass already.
XCOM is a cool game, you guys. I don't play it for very long. But I... Hey, Brian, let's look at that.
They'd make one hell of a fighting force.
What?
Too bad.
That's what's his name? James Remar again.
It is James Remar.
Who's James Remar?
He's an actor we see in Film Sack all the time.
Who we love.
Did you ever see what was the serial killer, the Showtime show? He was like a serial killer, but he used it to just kill bad people.
Detective thing.
Yeah, but it was called... Shit. Give me the damn name of the thing.
So is this XCOM?
This is XCOM 2. Yes, expansion to XCOM 2.
3?
No. Expansion.
Okay. XCOM enemy in the center.
Enemy up front.
Enemy...
Enema.
Be careful, there's an enemy behind you.
Watch out, you're getting an enema from the enemy behind you. Yeah, James Remar.
Okay.
Anyway.
I hate this thing.
Why?
The Safari.
Oh.
No, Safari. Safari
is
not working out.
Try Chrome.
So we have, yeah.
So yeah, but it's a stupid system. Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording on my end.
Yeah.
I'll do it again, and I'll restart with Chrome.
All right.
Uh-oh, they finally took a seat, Patrick. We're in trouble.
Uh-oh, they're in chairs.
What?
They're not. It's not a desk though.
So yes, I'm very pumped. Thank you for having us.
Well, then tell us, what is War of the Chosen all about?
Well, so the goal with this game really was to make something massive.
All right, so we're watching the PC Gamer thing, and hopefully it's not going to be horrible. And we're watching what? XCOM expansion to XCOM 2.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. The guy's sitting there talking as one of the leads on the team, maybe the lead.
It is massive.
Well,
He's
let's go ahead and start
saying
talking
words.
about some of the content that's in there. Who are the Chosen?
The Chosen, right? You saw them. They starred in the trailer. So they were designed to be the ultimate enemies of XCOM. They are three almost champions.
And now you
of the
see
alien
why the
army.
PC show is always the longest. Let's get real dry.
Yeah, they like to sit in there and talk for sure.
Over the course of a whole game, they're going to fight each of those Chosen multiple
Well,
times.
you know,
And
it's for PC gamers who like to get into the nitty-gritty of the games. I think.
Do you think that it plays to them better because we're
No,
tweakers?
I think they're just dressing up the 2 minutes of trailers they managed to get as an exclusive, and because the show can't be just 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's fine. It's PC Gamer putting it together. PC Gamer is a publication, a magazine that doesn't have 15 billion to sink into this presentation.
Yeah.
And they're making this exist by sheer force of will. And I think, it's obviously going to be a different kind of presentation, and it's fine. It should exist. It's just not as flashy and exciting as the big multi-million, corporation press conferences that we see otherwise.
Yeah, it'll never be that, which is unfortunate.
And this is coming with Intel, Bohemian Interactive. Xbox is also a sponsor of the PC Gaming. Side Games, Nexon, and Tripwire.
Oh, those are all their Tripwire. They make what's their games?
I don't know Tripwire. I'm not familiar with that.
I think
Bohemian. Go ahead.
Tripwire. They do the Killing Floor games. Isn't that them? I think that's them. It could be
Verifying.
Verifying. Please hold. Verifying.
Please hold as we verify your information.
Scott's information, which may not be accurate.
Earth. So in War of the Chosen, you have these three factions out there, and like the Chosen, they all have distinct philosophies and distinct fighting styles. But for the player to get access to those, first they have to win those factions.
Yes, you are correct. Killing Floor is Tripwire.
That's
Very
Tripwire.
good.
Okay, look at me. So far, so good. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, and also Bohemia Interactive. Are you guys watching for the Project Argo?
Yeah,
coming out this next year.
Yeah, that's those. So those are your guys that did your Arma games.
Arma, correct.
Which spawned so many things like DayZ, and you could argue we wouldn't have Battlegrounds, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds without his work on in the modding scene for that game. So kind of a big deal when those guys do things. But yeah, I guess so. I never was really a big Arma fan, so I don't know if I'll buy into the Argo deal or not. Ben Affleck and Argo, is that the deal?
Yes, I'm looking forward to Ben Affleck.
He'll be playing Batman.
My Project Argo. Yes, it's going to be fantastic.
He'll be Batman looking for the gone girl the whole time. So,
and at the end, they say, "Why did you say Martha?
Yeah.
Why did you say this? Martha? What?
What does he have on those cards? Those things are huge.
Well, on one side it says PC Gaming Show. I can tell you that.
Right? Is it? Does he have trouble seeing, or is
they didn't have money for a prompter? So I'm telling you, they're not rich people. Okay,
they're just like us.
Yeah, they pirate their games and whatever. Oh, this looks nice. XCOM's a cool game. I wish I could get more into them.
Kind of like a stone zombie or something. What is that?
Like a golem
An
zombie.
Ash zombie.
Yeah.
Ash zombie.
Ashen zombie. There you go.
It's already been 10 minutes of XCOM.
Right.
Feels like
already
too much
that was
XCOM.
5 minutes too many of XCOM.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are, there's a cross section of the audience of the world that is super excited about the expansion to XCOM 2 and is really is listening to us now and going won't you please shut the F up?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not late enough for me to feel sweary.
Yeah, you're not tired enough.
I want to hear what this is like. Someone from Blizzard showing up at a conference and telling everyone about the, next expansion for World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Half the world doesn't care, and we'd be like, oh my god, you can there's Turalian is gonna be on Argus? Oh my god! And no one else cares.
Yeah.
Right?
No, there's some of that for sure.
Gameplay. It's all about the gameplay. Come on, let's face it. If we want to watch behind the scenes, we'll catch that later on YouTube. So August 29th, 2017.
There you go. There's your date.
To see the XCOM 2 War of the Chosen.
There's your hot date.
Follow Jake on Twitter. It's at Solomon Jake. Follow him, say hello, and tell him you're proud to be a follower.
Yes, please.
Hey, Jake, why so long?
I don't like self-promotion.
Don't worry, I got you covered. At Jake Solomon.
Thank you.
It's at Jake
So what's the
Solomon.
name of that expansion thing?
Thanks so much.
It's called We Sat Here and Talked Too Long. Oh,
Okay.
I don't know.
War of the Chosen.
War of the Chosen.
War of the Chosen.
War of the Hosen.
The Chosen One.
It's a
September 29?
I want War of
August,
the
what?
I want War of the Hosen from World of Warcraft. Let's have the War of the Hosen.
Sonya Reed, but you may know her a little better.
And they throw
OMG,
poo.
It's Firefox. How's it going, Sonya?
Hi. Thank you, Sean, and hello, you
Sonia?
beautiful gamers. And whether
Why
you are
did you
checking
say
us
this
out
name?
or you're hanging out with us
It's
here
funny because
today,
my wife
I'm
is
super
called
excited to
Sonia.
Yeah, I liked where you were going with
You know
that.
what? I'm not going to wait. We're
I
just
think
gonna
it's
get
just
right into it.
leftover magazine card stock they're using
Coming out early next
from
year.
PC Gamer for those.
I don't know.
Really like-
They're about the size of a magazine.
So it's kind of a mashup between
You know what? This is
Harvest Moon
well lit and a
Subtle
cool stage and stuff. I'm giving them some credit here.
I do, and I like her. Yeah, I like her jacket too. She's the most interesting thing we've seen so far.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be just looking at two white guys on a sitting on. Ooh, Double Fine. Time for us some Clumberland.
Oh, Clumberland. I heard about this.
So it's Farmville.
Kind of no, more like what did I hear? Combination what's that game that was so popular last year by that one guy made it on PC? Can't think of the name of the damn thing.
Right. Yeah, I know what you mean.
But it
it's
was
like a mix between Farmville and Animal Crossing and Harvest Moon.
Yes, and so
Right.
what I've heard about this a little bit in advance was Harvest Moon meets Pokemon, sort of, because you got to raise these little
Cool.
creatures and fight with them and stuff.
It's called Clumberland.
Clumberland.
Clumberland. It has this very Adventure Time kind of a vibe to it.
Yeah, look at this Sims action here.
It is a little Sims action. You got to choose your own hair color.
Yeah.
Uh,
If I can't have a blurred out shower though, then what's the point?
What's the point? If I can't lock somebody in a shower for 3 hours, what's the point?
Yeah. Remember that toilet I made that time that made that guy pee and almost die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Ooh, that guy with the mustache is trouble. All right.
You know, I need more Ooblets coming to PC and Xbox One in 2018.
Oh, was Columberland the name of the developer?
Oh,
Must have been. Ooblets.
Okay, Ooblets I've heard about.
Oh, now this is the new mech game, right?
Yeah, the new mech.
Pretty
mech.
stoked about this.
Not Mech Warrior. Mech Assault? No.
Mechland.
Yeah, Mechland. What's it called? Mech.
About to show us. Oh,
I'm all in on this. I love turn-based mech games, dude.
BattleTech.
BattleTech. There you go.
Yes.
BattleTech.
Oh, so official BattleTech.
Yeah.
The Blitz trailer makes me so happy, and the previous one you just got the chance to see is the old school.
It kind of gives me a Seth MacFarlane feel, like a poor man Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, he's a little Seth MacFarlane-y. I mean, he's long-time gamer voice face, been around forever. His StarCraft days were legendary. He's a good pick for this. I think he's a good catch.
Yeah.
And he works with what he can, and he keeps a smile the whole time. And despite the fact that they're low budget and poopy sometimes, he does just fine.
Yeah, I agree. He's fine.
Yeah.
So we got the creators of BattleTech on stage now.
Creators of the game, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean the video game. Well, I don't know. Maybe these guys had something to do with the board game.
Program the whole thing in Pascal.
Yeah. Fortran.
Right, Fortran. Oh, they're going to do a little inside the Argo.
We're going to see in a moment. But the Argo is in between missions. Walk us through what we're seeing.
Right, so the Argo is...
Well, this is not Argo the game, but this is Argo the
No,
thing.
don't.
Argo the ship from BattleTech.
Yes.
Mercenary command center. You could take it all over space, going from star system to star system.
You can take
Like
the
some
ship.
kind of space.
He says you can take this all over space. This is a great way to say that.
All the way up to the great,
You need to get around space.
I'm not going to give these guys. I'm not giving these guys crap because I would definitely not do any better.
Oh, dude, trust me. You get on stage anywhere, and it's suddenly all hell breaks loose.
Yeah. We like our game. It's very good. Look at it. It's beautiful.
That's not
Play
so
our
bad.
game.
This is a cool looking game. I like BattleTech a lot. I would be into this.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm such a cynic. There's like almost every game that's being shown since the beginning of E3 this year, and like,
Right.
almost every game, not every.
You're going through a very dark time, Patrick.
Are we?
I didn't realize it.
Are we at the diminishing returns point, Patrick? Do you think? Are we at a place where it's just not gonna? There's nothing to impress anymore. We're past that.
Well, I think there is so much that impresses me and so much to do that it has to be like super duper impressive in order for me to raise an eyebrow.
Yeah.
Like I don't. It has to be like incredible, amazing, super triple A, or art stuff. Like because even the indie stuff, I'm not into the super difficult indie stuff. I'm not into the artsy indie stuff. Like I love looking at it, Ori and the Blind Forest, and the Will of Wisps.
Yeah,
it was like mind blowing. I don't think I've ever seen anything as beautiful ever in any area, but it doesn't make me excited to play it because these games are usually a little bit underwhelming,
right?
Gameplay wise. So I don't know.
I mean, this thing is all about. This game is only here to impress us if you want tactical gameplay, and that's where your itch needs to be scratched. But they're not trying to do anything else here. Like, how can they?
Yeah, I think there is a certain type of game that I really get into, and outside, it needs to have a very specific cinematic or adventure or storytelling or emotional component to it, and I understand it's just me, but
I don't think that's too strange. I think that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean,
either that or they're a Blizzard game with their weird, magic sauce that makes me love them anyway.
It's really hard to present something that gets us excited at this point. It was always easier when the next step was always look how much more realistic that looks. We're not playing that game anymore. We're playing how does it feel when I'm playing it? You know, how much control do I have? How compelling is the storyline?
Yeah, what am I doing in this world? And we always hit there's these points in gaming history where we hit these blocks where it's like, all right, well, we're just still shooting stuff, really. At the core of this game, we're shooting things. Or at the core of this game, I'm picking up loot. Or whatever. And it doesn't matter how you dress it, you start to realize, oh, well, I'm sort of doing the same thing I've always been doing. But then something
that day you wake up realizing pole position is just a car right in the center of the screen, no matter how much you turn, it's still...
Exactly, but at some point, something will click, and you'll go, "Oh, a new way to do a thing." And sometimes that's evolutionary, sometimes it's revolutionary, but most of the time it just takes forever.
Yeah,
and maybe
I will say though. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just going to say I'm jonesing for some mech, and this is going to fill a void for me.
Oh, they're asking for backers.
Yeah, they're doing so. BattleTechGame.com, you can become a backer. Is this going to be free to play then? Is that how this is going to go out? Or
I don't know. .net was it?
I believe so.
BattleTechGame.net. Nope.
BattleTechGame.com. Yeah, I do want to say about the thing about getting excited at these presentations. It doesn't necessarily mean that if you're not excited, it's not going to be an awesome game. I mean, I'm speaking for myself here, but for example, I was very iffy on Zelda, and it's one of the best games I've ever played.
Yeah, so you can.
It's just like in this context, there's a certain thing that needs to happen for you to get into it. Either you're already into it and you want to know more, or it impresses you. And there's a certain kind of game that can't really impress you. So if you're not already into it, then, like Mountain Blade.
Right, which is up now. Mountain Blade on screen.
Exactly. Some people are going to go bonkers for this right now.
Yeah.
If you're not into Mountain Blade, it's not going to do it for you.
Mountain Blade's
too hard for me to say Mountain Blade.
Mountain Blade. It's really Mountain Blade's pretty good. Those games are good. I'll say this about the PC gaming show that I like. Well, here's the thing I don't like. This happened last year too. The volume for their trailers is about 80% higher than the volume of their stage presentation, and that's killing me. That being said, I like that they focus on what PC gamers typically like. Like, we're almost looking at a future Steam top 10 here. Like, that's kind of what these games look like. And that, if you're catering to that audience, I think that's good. But I always wonder, if Steam wanted to, imagine Valve, and if Valve decided to do this, the kind of PC gaming E3 presentation Valve could do based on Steam, and then with the money they have to spend on stuff like this, would be incredible.
Right.
Like a total PC focus. Now, maybe they look at that and realize, oh, that guy's got arrows and seems to have no problem.
Bannerlord.
He was just great. Me. Yeah, he was doing good. But anyway, I guess part of me likes just that it's staying with the grassroots of the whole thing.
Right.
It doesn't.
It's not trying to be something that it isn't for the sake of being popular.
Right.
Let us know what you think. We'll even put some of the tweets up here live. Not all of the tweets.
Hey guys, social media. It's a thing.
Really need to pull it together.
Put some stuff on Twitter.
So we're going to put your tweets up live.
Also, another thing to be appreciated about the PC gaming show, unlike EA, they're not putting up influencers to explain to us what's cool about the games they're showing.
Yeah. That did not influence me at all last time. It was terrible.
I think no one was impressed.
No, it was bad.
Oh, developers again.
Which is great. Also, I love they're giving a little service to the developers.
Well, they always do.
Really
they always
shines,
do.
Right?
Yeah, they always do.
It might not be the best way of, the best thing to comment in a stream like this.
Yeah.
Yep, 4 new factions, yep.
I thought there were two big ones.
Yep. 3 factions, yep.
No, a fourth faction.
How many did you say?
Coming in.
3. Yeah.
3 so far.
Yeah, Zerg, Protoss, and Terran is the plan.
Well, Al, talk to us a little little
So
bit
this
about
is
high elves and the
Still Mountain Blade, right?
So,
Oh no, you know what they're
so they're both essentially working
Wait.
towards the same goal in the campaign.
Well,
which
they
is to
now have
integrate
high
the
elves.
which is
I guess they
I
went
don't think
fancy.
this is
Perfect.
it.
which ties the whole narrative of the game together.
I think they're talking about the next Warhammer
even
game.
those in the Warhammer world.
Yeah, it's
What?
Warhammer. Yeah, he
Oh
just
my
said
God,
it.
it's
Yeah.
Warhammer.
At some point,
Yep,
so
yep.
Yeah, this is not
Yep.
the same game.
we'll be showing today.
And we're going to be looking at what is called a quest battle.
Man, Loki
between
looks
the High
badass
Elves and
there.
Wizardmen.
He does look a little like
This is,
Loki.
We're about to show some footage from a quest battle for Krokgar, who's one of the legendary lords for the.
Hey, it's
Legion.
Tom
That's-
Hiddlesworth or whatever.
That's Weird Pope.
Weird Pope, yeah.
Weird.
You know the
Loki
old,
versus Weird Pope.
the old, that old standby Weird Pope from the Warhammer universe.
Right. Can't wait to see what kind of vehicle he drives. It's going to be great.
All right, here
Force
we
with a
go.
bubble on it.
This will be louder because that's how they've been doing it. Oh, nope. Okay.
Yeah.
That first Warhammer game's, the Warhammer Total War game is pretty good. I enjoyed it. And Warhammer's
Oh,
like,
what are they riding?
those are some kind of big buggalo. I don't know what those are. Frog people. Looks like,
Are we impressed by large groups of things anymore? Does that impress us?
Um,
Large
not
marching
in
armies.
that. I think crowds are impressive still.
Yeah.
When you see, you know, environments which are actually populated with lots and lots of people doing their things, like the beginning of Anthem yesterday, the Anthem demo, I think was impressive because it was actually lively in the marketplace.
I agree.
But this, not really.
September 28th.
This used to be a bigger deal. The Total War games were a bigger thing to impress because at the time, having that many objects on a screen doing things at once was a stuttery mess, and they somehow got over that. But nowadays, I you know, on a decently fit PC, I don't know why that would be as impressive as it used to be. Man, they're so much quieter than their video.
Sort of bunch of new content for Warhammer 1. It's a new race pack, in fact.
The guy's got an Andy Cap hat.
We're out this year.
He does have an Andy Cap hat. I wonder if he's drunk like Andy Cap. Wonder if he's beating his wife like Andy Cap.
I want to go. Did Andy Cap beat his wife?
Right, so as I mentioned, this is
I like to think he did.
Was it implied? I don't remember how that went with Andy Cap.
I don't either. I think he was just a drunk.
Oh, all right. He looks like this guy wants
And
to
he
go
makes
to-
great hot fries.
I don't remember that at all.
What, hot fries?
Yeah. I wasn't a big Andy Cap fan. I didn't really read that comic very much. Patrick's like, what the hell are you guys even talking about?
Right.
I don't want to know.
It was a comic strip in the 80s. It was lame.
Yeah. Oh, even further back in the 80s, but yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I guess that's just when I knew it.
Backing out of the
Yeah.
battle, I know that
Do you think these stools are just they went down to IKEA, or do you think they just had them there? Like, what do you guys think about these stools?
These stools were, yeah, they definitely assembled those right before the show.
Yeah.
They had the same guy who printed those cards out, put those together.
They're called
He was
the
back there with a hex wrench, you know.
they're called the Verdurnderdurk or something, and they put them together themselves.
Yeah, I posted a link to in the Skype for the hot fries from Andy Cap.
They look
He
good.
liked to eat those when he was drinking.
Oh, let's take a
Oh,
look here.
okay. Well, still look good.
So he's on. So
Um,
yeah, this really is Andy. This is really Andy Cap on this bar stool, and expect him to get
Oh,
a
that
drink in a
makes
minute
sense.
now.
Oh, big bag of Andy Cap's hot fries. Oh, they just look like. Yeah, they're probably terrible, right?
Oh, they're delicious.
There's
If you like hot fries,
They're like Funyuns.
right?
How
But always
long
get
is
the
the PC gaming show gonna be?
4 hours. I don't know.
So far, right. So far, we're in how long? 30 minutes, and you're already asking, are we there yet?
Let's do a quick poll in the chat room. Are you guys enjoying this? Do you think it's cool or not cool?
Well, do you mean so? Let's be more specific. Do you like what
Okay,
we're
but-
doing? Or,
Well, I don't think that's possible, but I'm talking about the show itself.
oh, you mean the actual PC gaming?
B3
show.
PC show.
Yeah,
Yeah. How
yeah.
are they doing?
All right, we got a new video.
Today I want to talk
Okay,
about
zzz, meh, meh, zzz, meh, slightly bored, meh.
Oh, it's
Okay.
Triparian. He's a good player.
Oh, it's Crip.
Yeah, Crip's cool.
Every time I log into Shadowverse, I have an amazing experience. I can play whatever deck type, whatever deck, whatever
Shadowverse.
cards, anything I want to do. And of course,
you guys
there's
make it
new
cooler,
cards
thank
added
you.
to the game, this whole thing gets forwarded, and really the game gets
So why does YouTube
much
not really get
richer.
involved with that?
And with that, ladies and gentlemen,
Be a great
I
sponsor.
give you the worldwide debut of the Wonderland Dreams trailer.
Wonderland Dreams trailer. What's what?
No,
I'm
sounds
confused.
interesting, though.
Oh, Shadowverse. Okay, so is this game popular? I don't follow the CCGs, but I like them sometimes.
I don't think it is. This looks like Crip being paid to. Maybe he enjoys the game, but it's a promo. It's a paid promo. So.
With myths, and wishes give birth to legends grand.
All right, some nice After Effects work
We're kind
going.
of going, right? Kind of going the Alice in Wonderland kind of fairy tale.
I don't know. Those boobies.
Within this book, all
There's a kind of
ambitions bloom.
Some anime bullshit going on.
So is some anime Grimm's fairy tales kind of. That's what it's looking like.
I guess so. It's where the three little pigs.
Again,
go
yeah, I was gonna say this looks like a mobile game, but it probably is. So.
Probably both.
Ew.
Courage is key.
No, this is all fairy tales, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hence the Wonderland name.
But Shadowverse is
Oh.
a
Must be an expansion.
So I ask you,
So far, I don't know what this game is.
It's a trading card game.
Wonderland Dreams. Hey, you would assume so. Off with her head.
Oh, it
Kingdom
is an
Hearts.
expansion coming to Shadowverse. That's the deal. I never played Shadowverse.
That makes sense.
Thank you, Cygames, and thank you, Crip. As you know, technology is an extremely important component.
Thank you, Crips. See you next time, Bloods.
Yo, Crip. What up?
What's the name of the expansion again? I'm taking notes. as we-
Wonderland.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Wonderland. What? Wonderland.
Wonderland Extreme.
Your body is a wonderland. I don't know. I'm glad you're taking notes, Patrick. So when we talk tomorrow, we're not completely uninformed.
Yeah, I've been taking notes since the beginning of time. No, the beginning of the thing.
I would just like to illustrate how much taller I am than you. We've been sitting down until this point.
Yeah, no kidding.
Good morning, everyone. I am very excited to be here. And
Are you, though?
I'm excited to talk to the PC gaming community about all the announcements we made this morning from Intel. I'm a
You like to book a trip on Trivago.
Oh, it's Intel again with this. Here's a
Oh, okay.
commercial bit. I hate the commercials.
Come on, stop being so negative.
I hate
says the
them.
guy who's been negative on everything since the beginning.
I'm actually excited about the new i9 chip. I wish they would tell us a little more about it, really.
Well,
for real.
they might.
Wonderland Dreams. There you go.
Wonderland Dreams.
Even more amazing. And why?
Intel
Because of you.
saying they are awesome. See, I'm taking all the notes.
Broadcast. You are the ones
We will pretend that AMD was not standing where I was 1 year ago. Our chief competition.
If it's 5 minutes, it's fine.
It is. Agreed.
He's pushing buttons and making a whole presentation. I don't know, man.
In social environment. Young, old, male, female, tech, non-tech. Millions of people getting
That's everybody.
inspiring each other,
He's got it covered.
Give us all the variations there, buddy.
Now, it starts at Intel with amazing hardware technology. We've talked about the launch. We had...
Yeah. I want to know nanometers. Give me the nanometers.
It's not going to happen.
Now, you gaming enthusiasts...
No, not
Core
here.
i7X.
If they were...
Overclocking
If they were
capabilities, it's an amazing system.
doing smaller
Customers who want to game, create,
thingies, how's it called in English? Anyways,
Smaller thingies.
the CPU transistors.
Oh,
if
right,
they
right,
were
right.
going thinner, it's not here. They would announce it.
Yeah,
right. Oh, he's not announcing anything. This is
No,
pure
he's
out
just
sales
saying we're
pitch.
awesome.
Yeah.
Less time waiting, more time creating that amazing content.
Crating.
I work with over
Crating.
1 million gaming developers to ensure they take
A
full
million
advantage of
gaming
all that
developers.
I'm also
He works
by
with
myself,
a million
personally.
What's a gaming developer?
high-density graphics or
He means
You
games
know,
developers, not gaming
Specific
developer.
developer that develops games.
Gaming developer? That's not the right way to say that.
Ooh, okay, I can entertain you. All right, look at my video.
I can.
I have this thing.
Oh,
Look, ooh, no more light. Now, ooh, so much light. Now, a little bit of light.
That is entertaining.
Patrick is manipulating the sun.
And this is just an example of some of the titles we work with. I'm sure you recognize.
There we go. That's good, right?
Okay, here's the AAA titles they're working with. Some Destiny 2, some I can't read, that's too small. Star Trek, Titanfall 2, Overwatch. Let's face it. I mean, it's Intel. I mean, it's pretty much going to support everything, right? I've never gotten a game and said, "Oh, it doesn't support Intel."
Yeah, their entire architecture has been the standard for 50 years or whatever it's been, 30, 20 years, whatever.
Oh, they're helping bring Destiny 2 to the PC.
Oh, okay.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Well, no, you don't know. Maybe they're working with Bungie.
They're not.
No, why not?
I guarantee
that is the
you.
kind of
let me tell you something.
high-level relationship they could be doing.
Doing what though? What are they doing for him?
Helping them make sure it runs as well as possible on the latest devices. It could be happening.
They're helping. They're going, send us a copy. We'll try it out and see what we think.
I think somebody went to lunch somewhere.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here.
Wow, if he's taller than that guy and the other guy was taller than him, are we kind of like going like through like a Russian doll kind of thing?
Yeah, they're stacking Russian dolls.
Hundreds of raids completions. Yeah. I've built my community around Destiny on Twitch and.
It's a Twitch. It's a Twitch streamer.
Oh, come on! We said no influencers.
I know a lot about Destiny and I play a lot of it.
That's great. And so when you play it.
That's great. All right. So when you play it, do you feel how much better it is on an Intel device?
Yeah. Can you tell how hot your little chip is?
It's not really out on PC yet, but so I've been playing it on my PS4, which runs on an AMD device, actually. So do you want me to talk about that? So we're gonna move on to another influencer.
These guys are boring me so bad. I'm bringing in my stool on my standing desk. That's pretty.
Oh, are you pulling up your stool?
Pulling up my stool for my standing desk. That's pretty bad.
Brian, you're not going to be glad you took today off until Ubisoft, because this isn't going to do it for you probably. This is going to make us all feel bad.
Well, I mean, this is just the weird tasting appetizer, and Ubisoft is going to be the nice entree. Actually, okay, here's something interesting that is vaguely related since we started talking about food. Why do you call your main courses entrees?
Because it's a French.
Entree is a starter.
It's a French word. Right. Oh, is it?
Yes.
I didn't know.
Entree is a starter.
You're right. Why is that?
Well, we don't actually get really started with our meals until dessert. So, right.
Then it makes sense.
Right. Entree is just the thing you have to eat before your dessert gets there.
All right.
I had no idea. That's something I hadn't thought about until Patrick brought it up.
That's a good point.
Yeah, always bothers me.
Do you think he gets handicap hot fries stuck in his beard? Do you think that's something that happens, a problem for him? Perhaps.
I think it's his destiny to get hot fries caught in his beard. Get it?
I think so too.
Look at, I've got this little controller, and it's going to do things.
Nothing says it like that, right? All right. So it's.
Oh my gosh! Having exited the corporate world, this kind of talk makes me sick. I hate it.
I was never really in the corporate world.
Yeah,
my only experience with corporate world was Blizzard Entertainment.
Yeah, but the PR world is kind of like that.
That's not true, actually.
Oh, what was your other thing? Cheese and wine?
Oh, I was working in a giant
okay, so they're actually talking, right? So they have a level up contest. So what is this exactly?
Garbage.
Is this incentive for developers?
Compelling content.
Like Tim Schafer.
Level up contest, is it like? So they're working with Green Man Gaming, Unreal, and Razer.
I encourage you to participate. Right. It's a great event. It's a great opportunity for independent developers to get involved.
He just said that Tim Schafer's entering the contest. Well, then why would I want to fight that?
He should have really opened with that, because that's pretty cool. If you go to software.intel.com, there is a level up game development contest. And currently it is closed for entries. So good luck.
But what is it? So you develop a game, you submit it to Intel, and they might
they might publish it or something, yeah.
Right.
They want you to be the next big thing.
This is your opportunity to be one of those developers.
You could win thousands in cash. Thousands. And industry recognition.
You could be a thousandaire?
Well,
could.
if you're a game developer and you leveling up means getting thousands of dollars, I'm not very confident about your business plan.
Yeah.
Ooh, VR, immersive experiences. They're going to be immersed.
Yeah.
Intel is now the global technology provider for esports for ESL. That's
Oh,
great.
that esports kids. I thought we'd hear more of that.
The kid's making a poo face.
The latest technology we use for the
You know what I
events,
think
the
esports,
studios, the
you know
back-end
what I think?
operations.
I think, wow, I wonder what CPU powers that machine they're playing on.
Right.
Yeah, every time. I can't think of a time where I haven't asked that question. Always comes up. Ooh, Grand
All
Slam.
right,
Now
we're
talking
10
about
minutes
tennis.
into the Intel thing.
Yeah, Patrick, you thought I was on negative.
I'm
but-
gonna go over to Scott's side and start. I'm shimmying over next to you, and I'm gonna start bitching about this.
Oh, finally.
Yeah.
Jeez, give us some bitch, please.
Yeah. Intel Grand
What's this
Slam
Grand Slam
series?
series? They have a lot of code words I'm having to look up. I
Well,
haven't.
they own ESL, so that's their league, or they have some ownership in it.
They don't own the ESL, do they?
I thought Intel did. Am I got that wrong? I might have that wrong.
Well, they just said they're the maybe they own some of it, I guess, but
ESL.
they just announced they have
Wow.
a
so developers, if you win Intel's contest, you may get up to $5,000. If you're an esports person, you may get 1 million prize for CS:GO.
If you're an esports
the
person.
story is play games, don't make them.
Yeah.
No, seriously, it can't be $5,000. Is
It
it?
is.
Yeah, that's
yes. Let's see. Right. Some of the prizes: 5,000 US cash prize, your very own agency.
But it's not for developers then. It must be like Double Fine, like Tim Schafer must be in the jury or something like that.
Yeah.
Like it must be for aspiring developers who want to showcase some of their work, and it can't be $5,000 for developers like for trying to sell a game.
Right, but then they that's a cash prize, and then they actually give you a $12,000 package of to distribute you
Hardware?
and get you out there. Right, no, so I think it actually digital marketing creative packages valued at. Yeah, this is not the.
This is for super indies, like
Yes,
dude
super
in his
indies.
bedroom doing stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey,
You need
by
a
the
summer
way,
job? Here's some money.
Here's some follow up on the ESL thing. They were originally called the Electronic Sports League, shortened ESL. They are a worldwide company owned by a Cologne-based company called Deutsche Kalinga.
Okay, yeah,
Is
I
that
thought
money
they were
money
German.
dangler. What is that?
But they also there's some ownership by Turtle, like the Turtle Beach people have some ownership or something. But no Intel. I had that wrong. I was thinking of something else.
Intel VR Challenge retweet to win.
You'll have a chance to win
The
one of these
second
prizes.
prize is an Oculus Rift. The grand prize is an Oculus Rift with some kind of weird TV module.
So I'm getting that Intel likes to give away money.
Moderately priced things.
Yeah.
Moderately
Or, like,
priced things.
Yeah.
It's weird for like the giant corporation that is Intel to say second prize, an Oculus Rift, third prize, a laptop PC.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool and everything. But it just feels weird.
It is weird.
Wow. But if you're interested in entering contest, go to Intel's website. Holy Moses.
You might even win as much as $5,000.
I'll be back in a minute. So, Sean?
Oh, no.
We'll be back in a minute. Don't
We'll
come
be
back.
back in a minute.
We're good. We're good. Thank you.
Someone close the restroom's doors when he's in it.
This event. Keep in mind, if you look at the time, we're not even halfway done.
Oh, good
Whoa,
Lord. You don't
man.
have to tell us that.
Thanks for telling us I'm halfway done.
Oh, not even halfway, he said.
Guys,
Oh my God, this was half of it? Oh my God.
okay, so
I
Battlegrounds.
don't know if I'm gonna make it to the end.
I don't know if I can either.
The future of Battlegrounds. A new game from Clay Entertainment.
That's all that's
So
coming up.
that's what's coming up? No, I think it's just a couple of
Hour and a half
Upcoming
things.
game up in the mezzanine with Sonya. How's it going, Sonya?
Thank you,
What?
Sean.
Why did he say that name?
I want to be friends with
I
Superman.
want to hear more about it, and luckily I've got the perfect person to talk to today. I am joined by Felix Kramer.
She's got a shit-eating grin like nobody's business.
Yeah.
Secret
Give me
Legend,
some
but
shit to
What does
eat.
she know?
Give me some shit.
Some secretive tweets from the Dicey.
You got it. Come on, give me it.
Yeah, do you want to talk about that?
Well, you're exactly right. We were known as Secret Legend, but today we're announcing our new name, Tunic. So you can head to tunicgame.com to find out more about that. And we're announcing that we're pairing with publisher
Nice.
Sinji, who you may know from
Oh
their
my gosh.
incredible work on Night in the Woods.
Hey, I'm gonna get some
You
water.
know-
Enjoy yourselves for a minute. I'm getting some water.
Sure. So let's talk about Scott.
I would rather talk about Scott than keep talking about this thing.
Let's do it.
What do you think about that? That tunic
Okay,
she was
they
wearing?
just made an announcement that a company that pretty much no one knows is changing their name.
Right,
That
'cause
is
well, before the name was Secret something, so you weren't supposed to know anyway, right?
Secret Legend. I'm gonna write it down. Secret Legend is changing their name to Tunic, like a garment.
I'm
I
assuming
guess.
I didn't see it anywhere though when I looked it up. All I saw was
OMG! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation point!
Now this game looks pretty fun. It's another Fox game, so Foxes are very popular this year.
It's cute. It looks
It's
it looks
cute.
nice actually.
It's actually one of the cuter of the Fox games I've seen so far.
Yeah.
It actually looks like I would be interested in playing this. So Tunic, you're right. It is spelled just like the garment.
Okay. And
She's
I
got
have no.
foxes
You know,
on her scarf. I get it.
Oh, okay. It's
Thank you, Sonya. Now,
here's
our next
here's what this makes me think of. It's a PR person's paradise because they can actually get their shitty PR press releases that no one wants to talk about, like front and center at this thing because they have no one that wants to participate. This is really harsh what I'm saying, but getting in and announcing, like
That Freddy
making
got fingered? Go ahead.
announcing that this is Battleground, Players Unknown. It's
Yes.
the guy. And now making half your announcement that you're changing your company's name means that, you know, they don't have anything else to talk about.
Let's put it this way: the name change is so new, I can't even find them by Googling them. Being very specific with Tunic Games.
Did I miss anything good?
Player Battlegrounds is here.
So Secret Legend, you know that company, Secret Legend?
Yeah.
They're changing their name to Tunic.
Oh my gosh! Finally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Apparently
I know.
today,
I mean, I was
because,
like, oh my god.
What the crap? Really? Is that a
You
thing?
can't find them anywhere.
It was 1 minute of an announcement, and then they showed a
Little
Fox game, which titillated Brian.
Ooh,
Did. I was
climbing.
very excited.
Okay, this is actually a big deal as I play PUBG, and this I want to climb on things.
Yeah. So our content program.
Okay, so maybe. Right, so now you can climb on things. That's the update.
Yeah, it totally is.
Yeah.
You got to understand, vaulting and climbing is a problem in that game. It's a big issue. But this is a weird thing to have on stage.
It's kind of the best presentation we've seen so far, though. I'm actually fascinated.
Has different animations for each different.
Oh, me jumping.
I'm
out.
taking notes,
Why-
Scott.
When
I'm
did he turn
taking
into
notes.
Tom Green?
I really,
I swear.
I really hope
More
we're
and
going to
more.
talk about all of that vaulting and climbing when we summarize the conference.
Oh, I figure our combo tomorrow is going to be all vaulting and climbing the entire time.
Right.
Excellent.
It just changed dynamic.
This is definitely the best part of this presentation. If all of us had been like this, I think I'd have been pretty excited.
It's a 7.62.
Very charismatic.
Super powerful crate only.
Are you eating hot fries? What is that?
They might be
I
potato
want
chips.
eating. I will go to McDonald's after this is done, and I will order a chicken McNuggets menu and eat the fries and nuggets.
All right.
What about a Shamrock Shake?
Well, you know how to
Is it
party.
past time for that?
Not in France. There's always a Shamrock Shake.
I think you're confusing us with Ireland.
I'm not drinking your green shake.
Oh my gosh. The Irish and their green shakes. Yarr.
So, since we talked about food already a little bit, let me tell you, McDonald's in your country is kind of disgusting.
Yeah, they do better over
and
there.
Plus we call it McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Yeah, no, you guys listen. European and Asian McDonald's franchises way better than here. I agree.
Yeah. I didn't understand why people were, when I told them, oh yeah, I love getting McDonald's every once in a while, they were like, oh, that's an excellent rendition of the reactions I was getting.
Until you had it here, right? And then you were
until
like,
I had one in your stupid country. How come you can't make McDonald's? Honestly, America that can't make what McDonald's taste good. What is the world coming to?
It's a good point.
It's you need to watch several documentaries on McDonald's. I'll send them to you. Learn more about why McDonald's sucks.
I don't want to. This is going to make me not want to eat McDonald's anymore, and I love eating McDonald's.
It's great.
I think Professor Lupin, Tom Green, the guy on stage is doing great.
Yeah, right. We're actually following a show. What is he talking about?
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds by Blue Hole.
No, that I know, but I left my interest wandered after vaulting and jumping over stuff.
Because at the moment the servers aren't performing the best they could. But so.
Oh, this fella's from Ireland, is he?
Fine performance, and we improved that broadly for a lot of people. And this month it's on server. So
listen,
I think he
ever gets tired of talking about his game. It's like I do other things,
We'll get those servers so they're more stable.
I play the clarinet.
Right. I play the French horn.
Now they're going to take you. He sounds like it's Liam Neeson over there.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh, damn! We missed all of it.
That was actually pretty good.
For the next game, we're going to head to the mezzanine with Sonya for a little bit of a giveaway.
Thank you, Sean.
Why
Sean is pretty cool, right? A little bit cooler.
Intel's now going to give away processors. They'll be throwing them at the audience from the mezzanine.
For a value of $350 each.
There's a lot of sevens in there, and it's going to be running a NVIDIA GTX 1080.
We're throwing PCs from the mezzanine. Look out below!
Wow. Even mentioning a GTX 1080 on a show that used to be all AMD is weird to hear.
Right.
Thank you, Sonya. And I am pretty cool, right? Jesus, thanks, audience.
I think the audience was asleep. Sean.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's on their phone right now. You know that, right?
We still have all sorts of great stuff in store for you.
We're not seeing the audience. That is not a good sign.
Well, there's like 15 people.
Probably.
And I'm joined by
That's why it's so dark in there.
Bill Monk. Pleasure to have you, Bill.
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
Good to have you back.
Thank you.
As always.
All right.
All right, who's
Bill?
Congratulations on the
Bill Monk.
recent release of Rising Storm 2.
Rising Storm 2.
It's Realism FPS. We just released it 2 weeks ago.
Hey, he's got the same hat as the other guy had on.
He does. They're sharing.
You think they just swapped it as he walked out?
No, I actually think Intel is giving these away in the back.
Be sure to check out the Trello boards.
Unlike me, they had a hat handy when they had,
so stay tuned.
Pillow hair. How do you call it?
Old pillow hair, they call him.
Pat hair? Pat head?
Pat head.
Yeah, I don't know. Look at this. It's terrible.
Incursion, the VR killing floor. How's that been going?
Oh, that's been going awesome. Incursion's one of the
well, this
is
games. This is reminding me why I don't like.
Come out for VR. We learned a lot, and we're really excited.
I don't like scary games in VR. I don't like it.
I think it's the most natural of all the games. Oh my god, that is scary.
I don't like it.
And we're really excited to release it.
Oh no, thank you.
I'm excited. I want to do it. That's my favorite go-to when I'm playing VR stuff.
I hate scary games.
What's the name of this game?
This is Incursion. Killing Floor.
It's like a survival-y kind of VR thing.
Mm-hmm. So when we released Killing Floor 1. One of the things that really put us on the map was our time seasonal events.
Right.
So they're co-sponsoring this event and talking a great deal.
Right.
Oh my gosh. All right, so Patrick, prediction. You think at the end of this there's like some big blizzards here to show off a...
I don't think so because of the quality of the show up to now.
Yeah.
they can't. Blizzard would have demanded to know exactly what's happening and to make sure that
this isn't going to work for us. No.
Yeah, the first one is not. They don't want to repeat what happened in the first show. So I'm gonna say no.
All right. This is some kind of.
I'm kind of digging what they got going on here, though.
Yeah, it's really good looking.
Freaks.
It's weird and it's
That bearded lady is awesome. Those little nubs.
It's awful, dude.
Pukey the clown, a monkey. These are great looking. I am liking this genre. I am glad they're going this route instead of another like Fable kind of thing, which we've seen a lot of.
I mean, this is Tripwire. Tripwire only does gross stuff. That's their deal. They're all metal. Every game they make it's basically heavy metal music edition or game edition.
Yeah.
Is that a Pigman?
Buzz. That is a lot of blood.
All right, so this is just straight up an expansion to Killing Floor 2.
Right.
Which has
and I'm
really,
smiling the whole time.
No, that's cool. They have really cool blood effects and guts and stuff.
Now, see, if they had this kind of energy the whole show for the PC show, that would be the Summer Sideshow, Killing Floor 2.
Yeah, it's DLC.
Yeah. And listen, the crowd woke up.
There's some great humor in this. Oh, yeah. I mean, seasonal events are definitely the most fun to work on. I mean, it's just, we can just go crazy and go goofy. We got clowns.
You got the monkey that bangs the cymbal with chainsaw instead.
Midgets on stilts.
Yo, we got clowns, son.
Ladies, we got it all.
Okay, so this is a seasonal event. This is basically an event for a game, which cool, but it's not an expansion or like very poor show.
And we're only halfway through.
I hope we're more than halfway through now.
I'll bet we're not.
I don't know if I'm going to be doing the PC Gamer show next year.
Yeah.
We've also got 2 new weapons that we're introducing. And,
we're going to have this a sampling next year. First 15 minutes.
Everyone else has abandoned PC Gaming show. Everyone who comments, I've seen all the websites that do comments, and they're not really doing it for the PC Gamer show.
No.
We're suffering for you, people.
Even AMD bailed. Like, we're out. We're done.
Become like little midget Zeds, which is really
what's the problem?
Intel showed up and they were like, all right, we have like a couple $100. Does that work for you? Yes. Okay, we'll take 20 minutes in the middle of the show.
That guy just said midget.
So what is it?
He's gonna get in trouble.
What does this say for developers? I mean, is this what's the weak link here?
There's nothing. It doesn't say anything bad. Here's what it says. It says that I think what it says is that because the fact that PC gaming and PC development is a big fractured mess anyway is one of the great things about it. So there is no central thing. This most central thing you have is Steam. And outside of Valve deciding to take it on their shoulders to be the spokesperson at E3 for this sort of stuff, I think it's just too diverse. It's like, it makes sense for Microsoft. They control their ecosystem. It makes sense for Sony. They control their ecosystem. But the PC thing isn't controlled. It's everywhere. It's spread every place.
There's like 6-7 giant press conferences in 3 days. Anything worth anything is going to make a deal with one of the other avenues, conferences to be showcased there. So they're left with the scraps.
Yep.
That's it.
How hard would it be to have EA come in while they're there?
Well,
come on, EA, come on in.
You're
already here.
Yeah, but they have their conference already.
They have their own conference, and even that conference wasn't all that great. So if you take the rejects from that, you're not left with something amazing.
Yeah, but even then, it would just be them saying, yeah, the PC version of Battlefield 2 is going to be great. All right. Or Battlefront 2 will be great. And then they walk off. Like, there's not much to say. I think I don't think PC gamers care in this way. Like, this is a console-focused event. PC gamers get their groove on all year with lots of things. I don't know.
So esports, why not just fill it full of esports? I mean, there's money there, right?
Yeah, but I think esports is a cross section, no, just a section of the PC audience, and if it was esports focused, you would get less people to watch.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You think so?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But it's such a watchers. It's such
own...
esports such a watchers market, though. I mean,
it is, but they're not. But they're already
thing.
watching their own things. They're not watching this. Yeah, they're watching.
I mean, go to Twitch now. I'm sure there are esports stuff happening right now.
Yeah. If you're into League of Legends, I guarantee you're not watching this.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's this?
Forza.
Oh, the Forza
Dirt.
Oh, so here's Microsoft doing their thing.
They did show Microsoft
the same footage we saw yesterday.
Same as yesterday.
I hope so.
It's the same.
Yeah. See, that's the problem.
In case you missed it,
here's our sloppy seconds. Here you go.
Yeah. I mean, maybe somebody hates, the console market, and they didn't get to see it.
Well, they'll definitely hate it more when they see this and find out.
Well, wait till they see this.
I mean,
this
I don't know.
Footage is actually from the Xbox.
Well, and you could argue maybe the footage we saw at the Xbox conference was from a PC, so who knows? But the way I look at it is PC. The fact that it's actually a sign that PC culture has grown, that they even give it a show at all. Like this wouldn't have existed even in great days in the past with the PC, and it doesn't mean the PC's suffering or having a problem. It's not. It's at an all-time high right now. It's just that it's a different crowd. They don't buy into this.
It's a fractured market. You don't have to be.
Plus, they don't buy into this hype. They don't believe this stuff. Like when somebody gets up and goes, "We're bringing to you the most," and PC gamers just go, "Dude, get off the screen. I need to play Battlegrounds." Like
I'm gonna play a little what if. What if for some reason Mac was ever able to catch on, Apple was able to have a great gamers exclusive market? Would we see
so
something
we're
totally different then?
Super science fiction now.
Right, that's what I'm talking. Super science fiction here.
What do you mean with this?
There'd be that.
Well,
no.
I mean,
the answer is no. Like they would have their Apple conferences and they'll show their games off.
Apple would have their events. I mean, it's conceivable that Apple would make a game-focused appearance at E3 if they were big on gaming. I guess maybe, but Microsoft is doing it, and yes, it's console-focused, but not only.
Look at my Adam's apple.
Who's this guy?
Look at it. Look at my Adam's apple.
Pirate game? What pirate game?
Basically, it's Pirates of the Caribbean.
Sea of Thieves.
What are some of the things that you're
Sea of Thieves.
showcasing here at E3?
I'm tired.
Sea of Thieves isn't going to be on PC, is it?
Well,
it looks like
evidently yes.
Oh, is that what this is?
A common pirate pastime.
It's what it looks like.
This already unimpressed me yesterday.
You unimpressed me yesterday. Why try again today?
I really wasn't impressed. I wanted to be. I wanted to like what I saw here, but I didn't. I like that water. Give that water a...
I think Patrick summed it up pretty good yesterday, talking about what's the point? What is really the point of this game?
But you don't get it. You're hanging out with your friends and exploring the seas and fighting other.
And you can play it on Facebook.
And you can dig. Look how they're digging in the dirt.
Yeah, you can have a compass and find directions to things. That's pretty fun.
So it's not a port from one device.
Patrick is getting tired.
I'm getting very close to being sweary.
All right, so I'm going to learn about the game. I'm on seaofthieves.com. I'm going to give it just a second.
This is the footage we saw yesterday. I can't believe they're showing footage from yesterday's conference
I think that's the only way they agree to be here, because they say, well, what do we have to do if we're on your PC gaming show? Well, just come talk to us for a minute. Okay, we'll send our third-tier dude no one knows and footage from yesterday. Is that okay? Yeah, we'll take whatever. I mean, that's the negotiation.
What kind of thing is going to do in the game? Well, we've received countless questions about what else can be done in the game. Cover everything from... Oh, my God, you're not even going to tell me here, are you? Not even an FAQ. Right now, we don't have any more details to share beyond what we've shown in our technical alpha updates and trailers.
Right, so right now we don't have any details. Oh,
even
look,
we don't
a child
know.
on stage.
Okay, what's this? Who's this?
Oh.
Tim Sorrett, creative director at Odd Tales Raw Fury.
classics like Another World, Flashback.
Hey, Patrick.
Oh,
you're gonna have to
Trent,
translate.
what's he saying?
Yeah, what's he saying?
What's he saying?
This is
something else
this is the guy. No, hold on. This is the guy that's in trouble.
We are obviously super happy with the trailer reception.
Oh, it's the last night, right? It's the guy who was super gamergatey on Twitter.
Yeah, and people are all mad about it. I don't know if this is him. But.
So, I think it is. Now his face reminds me of something. The Last Night is that incredible pixel-y looking. Oh my god!
Like Blade Runner looking.
Thank you, Blade Runner style.
Blade Runner.
Yeah. Thing, which blew everyone away at Microsoft's conference. And would you look at that? It's the same footage.
It's the exact same footage. Look at
job that you could possibly imagine.
Shocking, guys.
Absolutely.
Including being
By the way, remember this was me yesterday saying, "Oh, this won't be an Xbox exclusive. It's a freaking launch exclusive."
That's right.
Excited about the booth. Now,
that looks so cool.
This world, this must give a kind of sense of existential.
What's the name of that thing again? The Last Night.
Last night.
Like
the Last Night, right?
Is it just the last night?
What is it like?
I think it's the Last Night.
The Last Night.
So in a world where
because it's not, it changes the meaning. If it's Last Night, it might be that regrettable experience you had with that lady you met at the bar, and the Last Night takes on an entirely different meaning.
Very definitive.
Yeah, and I can see, obviously there's the futuristic lighting and the visuals, but there's also
there's the cat boutique.
Tone. This art style is amazing. I mean, all of these assets are in 2D, but it has so many modern effects. How did you even think of this?
So it all comes down
with our minds,
with our French brain.
Thanks for asking.
I mean, it is stunning. I'm not quite ready to
listen to what he has to say. Maybe we will be enlightened.
Yeah.
Of lighting and compositing.
Right. And we've talked a little bit about where we are, about the art style. Who are you? Who do you play as in The Last Night?
Yeah. So the character you get to play is a young idealist, I would say.
Yeah.
And because of a childhood accident, he cannot enjoy the same gamified, augmented life than everybody else.
Right.
So because of that, he wants to change the world. And
you want to have like an impact and a meaning.
Absolutely. So on his way to do that, he's going to meet some questionable characters you have to trust or not on your way.
This guy's French as hell, dude.
What are the things that, if I'm the player, what do I do in The Last Night?
So we took inspiration from some classic genre like point-and-click and adventure games, but so you get, to solve puzzles and dialogues, of course. But we added a real-time component to it.
Real-time in what sort of sense? What makes it a real-time puzzle?
So it means that while you are busy breaking in an apartment, for instance, all the simulation is still happening around you. So police come around, and you have to be careful about that.
So in a sense, like if I tried to break into the apartment at night, the police might be on patrol at that time. But if I came in the morning, there might be no police, but the resident might be home.
Absolutely, yeah. So that means that
Sean-Plott knows everything that the guy is trying to say and is helping him a lot.
Right, he's doing really well.
Like I do with you.
Originally a small Flash game made in 6 days, which won the Cyberpunk Jam. You can play the original draft for free of this game if you go to their website.
I don't want that
game.
I want this game. That Flash one sounds bad. I want this.
Conversation, just walk away in the middle of it.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, they will remember it.
They'll remember. Like 2 days later, they'll be angry.
Yeah.
That's fast.
That's a beautiful. I mean, we may find out the creator, and I don't know if this is even him, but the Gamergate guy is a total douche. I don't know, but
he didn't seem like a total douche. He seemed a little bit. I don't know. I mean, I'm not. Whatever. I know what you're saying. You know how sensitive I am to these kinds of things, and I'm not super bothered by what I saw. So
yeah,
I could have used some more of that. He did go into a little more detail about the game. And as a PC gamer, I really appreciate what they did there.
Yeah, because this is a new thing, and we're not sure exactly what is happening in that game. So that, yeah.
Let's look at the next title from Bohemia Interactive.
Here's your Bohemia game. Is this Argo?
It was the mother of all storms.
No? Nope.
Somehow I just knew everything was going to be...
Maybe. No.
No.
What is this? But it's by the same people.
Being stranded on a desert island is a lot of fun.
Nah.
You get
no, this is the pirate game I want to play.
It's some survival game. There's a million of these.
You get in shape. And you learn how to craft.
Yeah. I don't hate survival games, but I don't love them.
It won't take long before you call that place.
So I'm not really into these, but it's
right. If this had a compelling
here,
story, I might would play, but it had to have a really compelling story and kind of take me along.
Ooh, there's cowboy stuff. All right, wait, I'm
The game mechanic itself is just not that fantastic.
Kind of Minecrafty.
Lara Croft.
Make your own adventure business.
Right.
Oh, here we are, medieval now.
Is that a goat?
Yep. Okay, here's a car racing.
Oh, now
Goat
that is
catapult.
cool.
Goatapult.
And now they're in Paris.
It's interesting. Lands.
Explore your.
Yeah, I guess we thought we knew what it was gonna be, and then it transformed into something else.
I think it's still just
Wyland?
It's just make shit and run around in it. Oh.
Oh, I get it because it's with a Y. Yeah. Y-lands, but it's islands. Cute.
What kind of game is Islands? Okay, so Islands is a sandbox game about survival and exploration, but at the same time, in Islands you can create your own games, your own adventures, just like the ones we've shown in the video. Yeah. Actually, Islands stands for your lands, lands that you create where you make.
And my land is your land.
Their water is cool, like even though it's really polygonal. It's rad looking.
Structure, but you're trying to build an experience.
Yes, exactly.
And I have to ask, given the fact that the style of it contrasts so sharply with Arma and DayZ, what is it about Islands that still makes it a Bohemia game?
Yeah, we get this a lot, but actually beneath the surface there are.
We get this question so much that
up a Bohemia game.
You're asking it me again now.
Finding out how things work, about creativity and imagination.
So it looks like terrain deformation.
We're trying to create a platform to connect
a little propeller
each other when
backpack.
Online or when they create something new.
I mean, I know this is a huge genre. I'm not besmirching it at all. I just don't like. I just don't play. I don't know. I've tried many of them, and I never have long-term fun with them.
Arma learned from DayZ and brought to modding in Islands.
Well, we have.
Oh wow! Right now you can get it for $10 on Steam.
Oh, this is out.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'd assume that it was just
it's
outside
early access.
Now we would like players to be
able
look
it up.
To prototype their creations.
Yeah.
This seems very, 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 very ambitious for $10.
It really does.
Open and modify existing games, ones that we created or ones that other players.
Okay, so once it comes out, so you can buy it now, early access, about half the final price. So it's gonna be 20 eventually, but 10 for now.
It's only pre-order right now. There's no. The launch isn't till summer. It says summer of 2017. So.
Some random multiplayer game.
But it will be 20 when it finally launches.
Initially there were 3, I think.
Or $4.99 2 weeks after, whichever comes first.
They are trying to get some kind of treasure, and they are setting the explosives.
I mean, I want to ask about.
I mean, it's Minecrafty.
Here at E3.
It is.
Yeah, it's a weird Minecraft. DayZ populous mix.
Well, we'll be showing some of the games that we created with the Islands game editor, but at the same time we'll be showing how they can use
an
the
editor
to create those games.
That's awesome. And I mean,
it is very ambitious, though.
Play right now, is that right?
Yeah, actually, they can already play the alpha version of the game.
I don't know. I feel like I've seen this somewhere.
Our Bohemia incubator program.
But I don't just mean Minecraft. I mean, like, there's other games.
And later
right.
this year we are
I don't know if I'm seeing anything here where I'm like, oh, it's way more ambitious. It seems about on par.
We're good. You can remember that. So I want to say, Alish, thank you so much for coming out to talk about Islands. It's been a pleasure. And, of course...
love his
poor
smugness.
Excited as I am
Love
to
it.
come up with some total nonsense when I sit down to play. Our next world exclusive is going to be up in the mezzanine with Sonya.
Oh.
Thank you, Sean.
Next world exclusive. That means we've already had a few, or at least one.
from developers Clay. You might recognize
Oh, I love these guys.
Like Don't Starve or Don't Starve Together for lonely folk like myself.
Oh, Don't Starve
and
stuff,
last year
yeah.
at the PC Gaming Show, they actually
Yeah, but those are my
revealed their
least
sci-fi
favorite games of
colony
theirs.
sim game, Oxygen Not
I
Included.
like all their other
This
games.
year they are back, and they are back with a
Invisible
bang,
Ink was
and
my
I am
one of my
so
favorite games.
Excited to reveal
forever.
their upcoming sci-fi RPG game. It is called Griffland.
Oh, look at this. I love Klee.
Looks pretty cool.
They have a great art style to everything they do.
This harkens back to some 70s artwork here.
Yeah, very, who did Lord of the Rings?
Heavy metal. Yeah, that too, yeah, Basky.
Yeah, Basky. All in. All in. They never let me down. Every game they make is so much fun. I don't, except Don't Starve sucks, but that's just because I don't like survival games.
Yeah. Doesn't suck.
I just don't like I don't like survival games at all. I hate them.
What's the gameplay here?
Looks like turn-based.
Is it turn-based
RPG
combat?
Yeah. Which I'm a fan of. Do it right, and I like it.
Yeah, it looks like there's a lot more storytelling in this one.
Oh yeah, I'm. Day one purchase for me.
Grifflands. Fight, negotiation, cheat, explore, steal, profit. Late 2017, early 2018, possibly.
That's super exciting. Okay, that's my thing to show. That's my thing of this otherwise dreary thing was that reveal.
Immediately hooked, so I can't wait to talk about it with the creative director from Ready at Dawn. It's Rue Virasuria to talk about Lone Echo. Welcome, Rue.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. Now,
this audience sucks.
I've gotten the chance to play Lone Echo, but a lot of
Are we still doing
Ready
this?
at Dawn. Ready at Dawn. It's they're big.
What is this?
Not sure what Lone Echo is.
He's a very handsome
on a
man.
mining station in the rings of Saturn, and basically in the game you're allowed to move in
I think my crotch moved.
You can interact with everything inside the environment.
Well, move it back.
Yeah, I'm moving it back.
They've sucked the energy out of me.
Yeah.
This was the thing that was so amazing
that's kind of
for
cool.
me. You stand still
Oh.
and
VR
use
deal.
your arms to grab
Is
on
it
to
VR?
objects in the
Yeah.
environment, to push and pull yourself around.
Sure looks
And
like.
It was really amazing to move that way. I've never seen this before.
Exactly. I mean, that's basically
I'm
where
not
the
convinced
genesis
it's
of the
VR
project
yet.
was. We built the mechanic.
Well, it may not be. The way the head
So
movement's
mechanic was
happening
this
feels
idea
very.
that from watching
like that,
ISS space station astronauts, moving around, and we just basically made this motion that allows you to navigate using your hands just like you would use your legs.
So it's been a few months since I got
It's
the
gotta
chance
be
to
VR.
play. What's been happening in terms of the single player? Here you got some fancy new voice actors lined up.
Yeah, we did actually. When we wrote the story for it, we actually had an actor in mind, somebody that a lot of people out there know, Troy Baker, and Troy decided to take on the
Troy
role
Baker.
for the AI.
And of course, another thing that we get the chance to talk about is the multiplayer component to Lone
That is
Echo
a handsome
Echo
man.
Arena. Rue, how does
He's
this
very
work?
exotic.
We had an actor in mind, someone maybe you've heard about him. You think about the guy that is in every game, and you're like, yeah, we had someone in mind.
Don't worry.
That's the
He had a
Patrick I've been
vision,
waiting
you know?
on.
Closer look at what
No,
the
you're not
gameplay is
wrong.
like for Echo Arena.
You guys, just imagine how tired Patrick's going to be when Ubisoft gets on
Right.
stage. It's going to be amazing.
Ubisoft? No, Sony. Sony is in like 15 hours.
Well, Ubisoft is in like less than that. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, you'll be really tired by then. That's a good point.
Ender's
So what is
Game.
this?
It looks like
Oh,
Ender's
this is the
Game, but I don't know what it
multiplayer.
is.
I don't know what this is.
It's the same game, no?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think it's
I don't think so
multiplayer.
either.
I think it's a different game.
No?
It's like Rocket League, Ender's Game, something.
Tastes sweeter.
Jerking off.
This
Yes,
is
he is.
Zero G.
Did you say jerking off?
In the Echo
It looked like he
Arena.
was jerking off for a second.
This is definitely Ender's Game.
Yeah, Echo Arena.
Echo Arena.
Okay, this is something else entirely.
Jack, cut the panel.
Oh no, this is that
Uh-oh.
other thing.
No, this is that game.
Yeah, this is the game he was showing.
Oh, yeah, it's the same. It's still the same thing. It's Lone Echo
this is
and
Lone
Echo.
Echo.
Arena.
Oh, you were right.
Okay.
Echo Arena and Lone Echo.
Hey, I've got some chips to sell you.
It's Intel guy again.
Hello.
Yeah.
It's awesome
Yeah.
to have you. But listen, before we get into VR, I
Yay.
wanted you to tell me a little bit more about the Grand Slam event.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I'm a big sports fan. So tennis, golf, rugby, they have their Grand Slam. Now we have it at esports.
Rugby.
So with Intel, ESI, and DreamHack,
Jeez,
we
slow
now
down,
have
Grandpa.
our Grand Slam, which is really
I guess rugby's not really
That's
great.
exciting. So I'd like to know a little bit more about Intel's involvement in this game.
You know, we've been involved working closely with the best VR.
You see these idiots back here?
Yep.
They're play. That's how you look when you play VR. There you go. Don't you want to play?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
See,
What are
told
they
you.
showing?
I told you. They're
Okay,
gonna.
thank you. They went to the game.
They're demoing
Amazing.
VR.
So I was really excited to hear about your announcement earlier.
Yeah, Ready at Dawn, Intel, and Oculus. We announced
Yeah,
that Intel is
We're-
sponsoring
I was excited too.
of Echo Arena to all Oculus Rift users when it launches. on
Before you
July 20th
sucked
for
all the
limited
life out of me.
Yeah.
And this is because we want as many users as possible on this system. We want to ensure that everyone, including these guys behind us, the gamers behind us as you see, that they try and experience the future of VR and esports.
So speaking of esports, I would really love to hear more about Intel's involvement with esports.
Intel has a long history as a
The
leader.
lesson of this show is when you're showing showing off a new game, show a pre-recorded thing that's been professionally edited, not people actually playing it. This looks boring as donkeys.
Kicks off in July. It features Echo Arena and the Unspoken. And it gives
Have you ever looked at a
esports
donkey?
enthusiasts
They're
the opportunity
boring.
to
Yeah, they're
in
so
VR.
What are you
boring.
doing, donkey? Nothing.
Finals happening in Poland. in
I'm boring.
2018 at the
I'm
Intel
boring.
Masters.
Okay, well that sounds kind of awesome.
Well,
Well,
that's a
thank you,
goat.
Doug. I cannot wait to play this game. It's going to be coming out July 20th, and you can pre-order it right now. And Rift owners can actually try the open beta on June 23rd. So back to you.
Oh,
Sean.
really? Let me go buy a Rift so I can do
Yeah,
that.
and once
Yeah,
again, I
there
got
you go,
a chance to
$800
play
Rift
Lone
owners.
Echo, and I want to stress, you just have to play it. The single-player experience is especially mind-blowing. So once again,
Pat
Yeah, I
was
think the
right.
single-player experience
Our
looked
next
interesting,
guest
but
announced a game 2
I
years
agree.
ago
The other
under
thing
the
feels
title
just like a.
Project
I mean, whatever. I'm
Blue
glad they're
Streak,
throwing
and we
extra
now
stuff
know it
in. I
as
wouldn't complain.
Lawbreakers.
Yeah, sure.
Here to talk about
And maybe
not
it's
just
fun,
gameplay,
you know, but-
cold, hard dates
I mean, we need a
and
good
Phil
VR
Hoffman
game. I
himself,
feel
Cliff
like haven't had
Bleszinski.
one in a
Welcome to the
while.
stage.
Thanks for having me, man.
Who's this?
Now, Cliff,
They keep getting
I know
shorter.
that
Oh,
you
it's
guys
Bleszinski.
In the past, have been doing a lot of alphas and betas.
Again?
How have those been
Yeah.
going?
They've been going well.
oh my
The
God,
alpha,
he
it
can't
was
stop
alright,
showing
and then the first
off
beta was good, the second beta
lowbreakers
was great.
and saying
We're
it's
doing our
almost
final
ready.
closed beta, June
Right,
28th.
right.
If you have a key, sign on to Steam, download the
I-
latest
I'm-
update.
I got it
And we're doing
now.
our
You know, I
Rise
talked to
of the
him
Sunset
back in
full open beta, June 30th.
2002. I had a
Hop on,
conversation
play
with
the game,
him.
let us know what you think.
And I
Oh.
gotta ask, what
Was it
is
more
been
interesting than
like
this?
to have
I don't
people
know.
play
He was
games,
still
give
with,
feedback in those
you know,
betas?
making
How was
Unreal
that
games then.
Epic.
Well, a lot of
Right.
developers and publishers, they do these kind of bullshit marketing betas where they're like, oh,
He
it's
just
our
said
beta,
bullshit
it's
mark-
next week. I'm like, it's not
He's
really
already
the
my
case. You're not
favorite
gonna be able to
thing of the
fix anything.
show.
So for our game,
So let's
just told
listen.
everybody
Maybe
else.
he's not
That was way too
bullshitting.
spammy. Overcharge wasn't that exciting, so we sped that up a little bit and we sped up the characters.
I like hearing a guy talk about bullshit marketing plans right after we heard a bullshit marketing plan from Intel in the upper mezzanine.
Different balance dynamic across the board.
Yeah, you change one thing, it's the butterfly effect. It affects everything else. And is the game going to be balanced on launch? No. That's why we need people's feedback. Play the game, see what characters are overpowered, underpowered, and then we'll introduce new characters and reshuffle the deck.
And I know that it can't be in beta forever, so Cliff, tell us when it's out.
Oh, good lord! Can we
Audience,
just?
go? Do a thing.
So the game is finally dropping on August 8th on PC and PlayStation 4.
Oh, that's soon.
$29.99. None of that $60 multiplayer only bullshit.
Nice.
Wow! Take that, Blizzard. Take that right in your Overwatch
Yeah.
hole.
And if you
Yeah.
didn't see it online, Cliff took a
Well,
bow. Yes.
Overwatch is $40
$29.99.
bucks, so
Yeah.
Well, if you haven't gotten the chance to see
Well, on
the
PC,
game and
but
follow
He
us
just
around the
curtsied.
PC gaming shows, let's take a look at some people who got the opportunity to play Lawbreakers, and we'll have them speak for themselves.
this is their big last thing.
Is it?
Well,
Gotta
it's
be.
the only
This business
actual
game
big
is
game. Well,
intense.
you know,
Thousand decisions
quote unquote
a minute.
big
This is
game.
hardcore PvP.
Your instincts take over.
Are you just hoping?
It's exhilarating. Full frontal f***ery, a million miles an hour.
Literally
Hoping
from
what?
every
That
angle.
this
I
is
was
the last
shaking
one?
after the
Yeah.
matches ended. It was like a high. One of the
I'd
fastest
love
games
for it
that I've ever
to
played.
have
Are you
something
ready for
else
another one? I'm like,
that's
I
actually
just need
good
a minute,
after,
man. I'm
but-
shaking. I'm shaking over here.
Really? That's the what? Is that it?
That's it.
I think the thing people
You can also see this
find
video on
the
YouTube
most
6 months ago.
enjoyable is simply how difficult it is.
There's a pretty impressive skill gap. You can't just sit down and dominate within an hour.
These are all your influencers, Patrick.
Precision aiming, the ridiculously fast movement, mechanically.
I'm literally biting my hand right now.
Tasty French hand.
And if you don't keep on top of it, you're just gonna get blown off the map. I think team comp is definitely a huge thing for this game. As we're flying around in zero
Oh, Elohim, I like him
kind of a new
actually.
situation for us.
He's
How do you
influencing
keep up
me.
with your tank and protect them,
He's.
shield them, also protect
I mean,
your
the
healer and
game could be really fun, but it's just that we've seen these exact, images, this footage for 3 years in a row.
movement systems of each character, where some characters can teleport.
But this is the year,
Patrick.
I mean,
well, it's in 2 months it's coming out, so yeah.
I mean, Lawbreakers has a big, Unreal history to it, and I'm a big Unreal guy, and I loved Unreal Tournament.
Did you play Quake Champions?
I played a little bit of that early beta alpha closed thing, and thought it was pretty good. It's very Quakey, so
it's extremely Quakey, and this looks very Unreal-y.
I agree.
it does.
Actually phenomenal. It was battle medic, they call it. So it's not one of those medics where you have to sit back. It's not even a thankless role anymore because I'm out there slaying, killing with the rest of my team.
Schlang?
I am down with that. It sounds like oh, he's so angry.
That's great. Getting like through the
I do need a tougher medic.
ridiculously fun.
I've been using the Vanguard to drift.
Yeah,
off
I'm
the
down
side,
with tougher
so
medics.
I've
I
been
think
coming
that's
up
cool.
behind the enemy. It took like 3-4 rounds before they caught on.
With the gunslinger, he's a very precision character, so just spinning around and popping someone in the head.
That's
real quick,
Tracer, basically.
It feels great. The game
I'm not good enough at aiming to seriously play these games.
I feel like Blizzard made a very overt attempt to make sure that Overwatch appealed to twitchy play, but also was more forgiving for people like us. Yeah.
Intel PC is still up for grabs. Don't miss out if you forgot. This bad boy is running an i7 7700K processors, a lot of 7s in there.
Yeah, none of that $60 multiplayer only bullshit.
If you do not want to miss out, head over to PCGamingShow.com/giveaway for more information.
Like some margarita to go with your
Prices
salt.
at max settings.
Honestly, Battlefront has some good sides and bad sides, but that's not. You don't say that. That's not just impolite. It's not about. It's tacky.
Yeah, but it's just Cliff. He's always.
It's Cliff. It's exactly what the game, what Lawbreaker is. It's like, yeah, we're awesome. We shoot people and like we put our gun in our back and we don't even look where we're shooting because we're edgy. It's like, okay, I was 14 once as well, but
yeah, it's definitely that vibe. Okay, this looks like Advanced
Wars.
Yeah, Advanced Wars, but with old school things.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of this project. It's like Advanced Wars meets Oregon Trail.
I'm kind of up to that. I like that stuff. This will probably be on my iPad.
America.
America? Oh, man.
I'm queen.
Yeah, I'm the queen of America. That's great. Man, Advance Wars was a very influential game. You see a lot of games try to sort of replicate that.
Well, this is very openly inspired.
Yeah. I like the art. The little animated dudes are great. Especially this part where they come over to your side.
Right, right. Is that dragons?
Yeah, dragons. It's some kind of dogs. There's the dragon. War Groove.
Kind of possums.
War Groove?
Oh, War Groove.
Today, we're not just going to get a chance to talk about the game, but we will be seeing the editor in action, a live demo on stage. I'm joined by Jay Bailey.
Oh, yay! We're not going to see the game, but
Well, I want to say right away, the gameplay reminded me.
We're actually building the game right now.
Wait.
As we speak.
Yeah, Fire Emblem and Advance Wars are definitely kind of inspirations of ours. You know, Wargroove is a turn-based tactical strategy game. It's a game about starting to build up your resources every mission and push forward into your enemy territory, and just kind of dominate the map and make the right choices. But yeah, we've got a lot of unique kind of gameplay mechanics, and we're bringing it into the modern age. We've got online play, mod support, and kind of content creation as well.
Yeah, and this could be something, you know. It's a style of game that's sort of been overlooked over the past few years.
Yeah.
Could be. I could see it with, you know, solid multiplayer online, all of this. It could become a thing. I don't think it's going to be a huge community, but there will be a community that will be interested, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
And each of those represent a mission.
Was she French?
You link them together to create the path through your campaign.
And I know that one of
the she's French, dude. French girls, their voices are so cool. Not the boys, not like you.
The cool thing with that is
boys do nothing for me, but the girls, yeah.
Yeah, I like the girls. No, she has a cool accent.
High score in a mission, and that could lead you through a harder path in your campaign.
Or you could
oh my gosh, I love her accent. I'm not trying to be a creeper here. I'm just saying she's got a very attractive accent.
But
what I'm noticing is that there are several French people once again showing up in tech or gaming related things.
Yeah, France representing big time lately.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have for years, but even more so now.
What are the commander units about? Talk to me about that.
So the commanders are kind of integral to the strategy of Wargroove. You have this unit that kind of represents like.
All right, I'm getting bored.
Yes. Why are you? They said they were editing stuff. Oh wow, he's walking away.
Yeah, this is how bored you know Patrick is. I love it. Watching Patrick evolve over E3's couple of days is my favorite thing.
But this is not E3. This is PC gaming. I mean, honestly, PC gaming. Every year, I hope that they are going to manage to do something really cool.
Yeah.
And every year, I am disappointed. And this year, this is basically roughly the same level as year 2. And year 2 was, you know, the only reason why year 2 was not excruciating was that year 1 was worse.
Yeah.
So I was hoping that they would keep improving, and I think it's structural. They don't have the, you know, the industry isn't built, and this event especially isn't built to support something like this. If they had a modest show like this at, you know, in, I don't know, September, or they could get a number of they could find another spot, but in the middle of E3 they're gonna get nothing.
Yeah.
Jay, Doris, I want to thank you both so much for coming out to talk about this game today.
The fact that this is after Lawbreakers is crazy.
Yeah.
Right. Lawbreakers should have wrapped it up.
Well, we don't know how long they're gonna keep going.
Oh, we do. About 5 more minutes.
What is this?
We're killing this stream.
Okay.
Oh, it's PCGamer.com. Ad. May as well give those guys a little love.
Well, yeah.
The next game that we get the opportunity to talk about is the sequel to Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. It's Middle-earth: Shadow of War.
Okay.
Wait,
you know, I would be excited if it wasn't going to be footage we saw yesterday.
All right, let's find out. If Patrick's right, I'm going to buy Patrick nachos when he comes to America in 2 weeks. If
you're getting nachos from McDonald's.
If you're wrong, you will just be here to make America better.
I'll buy you nachos. Okay. Or better yet, I'll buy myself nachos.
Oh, there you go.
What are some of the things that have been
I'll start calling them nachos from now on.
Shadow of Mordor.
Manchos. That's what they call them in Texas.
Manchos.
Really hard to do, although it seems pretty obvious, is take the things that were good that worked in the first game, so our combat and the system and this world that we'd created,
what's going on?
And to build on that. But also,
I should rub him out. Everyone sounds like a British mobster.
I sure just rub myself out.
Oi. Oh, here you go, Patrick. Same footage.
Here's your footage.
and really focusing on the story and the characters as well.
I mean, you've been talking all
Yo,
throughout
me
about how
nachos.
important
You weren't
the story
wrong.
is in Shadow of War. What does that mean in terms of the work that you're doing?
It means
I like the uptick in visuals in this game. I think it looks nice.
Full-scale battles. It means the stakes of the story.
I'm very excited.
Facing the most iconic,
PC version is definitely where I want to be.
you know, Sauron and the Witch King and the Nazgûl.
I loved the PC
And it means
version
having these
of the first one.
incredibly memorable and personal characters, so
Right.
allies and enemies that you're working with.
And in terms of
I should ask Liam
what
if
are
he's
the
doing
types of
any
things that you're showcasing
Gollum
here?
work
Voice
again.
Goleming.
Oh,
Yeah.
the reason
Right.
we're really excited for E3 is
Is this one going to be about a ring too?
I don't think
Jeez,
they
I'm
need
so
Golem
sick of the ring
in this
storyline.
one.
The ring's always part
yeah.
of it. It's always rings, right?
So, yeah,
Everything
spoiler,
that we give,
at the
we
end
have
of
no
the,
idea
the
what's
first
gonna happen.
one,
We don't know which order
after
the
the end,
characters
basically,
are gonna
there's
turn
sort
out,
of an
which stories are
almost
gonna happen.
post-credit
So
thing.
every single time people go and see the trailer, they're gonna see something
Celebrimbor,
So
the
we,
elf, tells
because of that,
what's
we
the
really
name
wanted to
of the
share that
Strider.
at
Troy
tells
Baker.
him-
Tells Troy Baker. Yeah.
Troy Baker. He
Yeah.
tells Troy Baker, "It's time to forge a new ring." And then you're like, "Oh my God, there's gonna be a new ring!" And that's what happens in the second game.
Yeah. It's all about rings.
It
Brian.
was pretty. It was pretty epic. At the end of it, because you're like, "Oh, what's the new ring gonna do?" And like, how corrupting is it gonna be? And so yeah, there is a ring, but it's not the existing old rings. It's like a
Right.
new ring.
Just kidding. It's onion rings.
It's a kind of hey, Dunaway. It's the kind of ring you. Well, let's just say it's one of those rings. if you know what I'm
Oh,
saying.
yes.
Yeah.
A man ring.
Yeah, man ring. Let's call it a man ring.
Wow.
Who's tired now, Patrick? Who's
Yeah,
tired
exactly.
now?
Well, before we hop into that, I just want to say, Michael, thanks so much for coming on.
Okay, they're
going to
show the same trailer. Here it comes.
We talked
Sit
about
down.
how
Prepare
important
yourself.
story is to Shadow of War, so let's take a little bit of a look at 2 minutes of the cinematic, Eltariel meeting Talion.
Oh, it's new footage.
Is this?
Now, see, that's the way you should do it.
I'm Troy Baker. Who are you?
So it is true.
Well, that's what's her name that does Jaina Proudmoore?
Killed me. And yet you live. What is that like? To die and live again? Do you feel pain?
It's a real bummer.
I'm here to
Do
help.
you suffer?
What of the city? Of the Palantir?
The Nazgûl have taken both. They belong to the Dark Lord now.
Then I
But
have failed.
where's Ellie?
What if you keep fighting?
Wields the light of Galadriel. We can recover the ring.
That's a cool
Your
effect.
rings
I still
are the
love
cause
it.
of all this, Elf.
Dude, he's a badass. One of my favorite characters ever.
You can see him.
I see him.
She can see Celebrimbor?
I'm the Blade of Galadriel.
Since when does Galadriel work with assassins?
Great threats make for unlikely alliances. You know this better than most. Now tell me more about this ring.
Oh, my body is ready, you guys.
It was lost.
It is
Nazgûl will
prepared.
withdraw the power of the ring.
We cannot let it fall into Sauron's hands. The light of Galadriel, give it to us!
Stay your hand. My light will protect us, but it will not be
Step
mine.
off, ghosty boy.
I'll stab you. Oh, well. I guess I'll. Bad things will happen.
I'm gonna vacuum up your mist.
Try to keep up.
Here, I sharpened your sword for you.
I'm very excited about that game.
Shadow
As
of
you
War.
should be.
As a huge fan of Shadow of Mordor, I'm really excited to see where the story goes in the sequel. And I'm pleased to say we have one final game to announce.
Yes!
Microsoft
God.
is not even allowed to say the name yet. So
Not that I
join
haven't
me
had a
to
good
talk
time.
about
No, no,
said
no. Hanging out with you guys is the
unnamed
best.
game is a creative director from Microsoft Studios.
But-
Sean Plott
Welcome,
is a
Adam.
beautiful
Thank you so
man.
much for having me on
He
the
is
show.
soldiering on. I really hope he's getting paid a lot of
Adam,
money.
I understand that you've been in games for a long time.
I have.
This
I
is
am
like a
coming up
poor
on my
man's Bruce
25th
Willis. Look at
year
this
making
guy.
Video games. So yes, you can actually make a career out of being in games.
Yeah,
and,
like
you know, I got my
Sixth
start in the
Sense
DOS
era.
days. Remember DOS?
Right, right.
Yeah, dude, I played
Hi-Mem
Zork
Sys
all
and-
day.
So I got my start in the DOS days doing role-playing games, D&D games, but I spent a heck of a lot of time making real-time.
You know what kids love hearing about?
So I was
Heck,
at Westwood
DOS.
Studios for
Yeah,
years,
DOS.
working on the Batman
The kids
Conquer
love
series.
DOS.
Right.
Earth and Beyond.
Back in my day.
Petroglyph, Universal War, Empire War. So a lot of history on PC, and I'm excited to get back to it.
Well, I understand that this title is an homage to those roots.
It's a
And I'm still not going to
fromage.
tell you what it is, but I know you're curious. So
A
let's
cheese,
head right
if you
in
will.
to this world-exclusive trailer.
This is the last game of the day.
World exclusive. World
No.
exclusive. In the world of exclusives. This is one of them. Diablo.
That's not DOS.
No, it's not. This is not DOS.
Wow, Microsoft Studios, really?
Yeah, that's who that guy's with.
What? Is this what I think it is?
Brian, if you're getting, if you're getting Age of
What?
Empires, you're gonna lose your mind here, aren't you?
I'm getting a little excited.
It looks like
it is Age of Empires.
It's gotta be.
What does that mean? The
Yeah.
definitive edition? What? Fully
Definitive? What
remastered
is that?
visuals in 4K?
Is it a
Fully
remake?
remastered.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
New zoom levels.
Oh my.
Hold on, is this
I'm
the
interested.
Is this the original or 2? Because the original's not that great.
It said it was
No,
the
it's
original.
the original. They'll make the remaster for the second one later.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That
That was the trolliest
Xbox Live
trolls
multiplayer.
thing. Oh, and there's a remastered soundtrack.
Yep. Patrick, finally, your dreams
I'm
have come
interested.
true. I'll play it.
Boy, talk about
No,
milking the
you
cow to
won't.
death.
Yeah, I
Go
will.
finish
I
it,
love
and then
Age
you'll
of
stop playing
Age of
after 15
Empires is
minutes.
amazing. And by the way, that's Greg Street worked on that team, so I gotta give love to Greg Street.
Dude, are you seriously telling me you're going to play this game for more than one session?
No,
For
I'll
20
play.
minutes.
I'll play it for 20 minutes.
Age of
Yes.
Empires was
Okay.
the first
Exactly.
game
All
I
right.
ever saved
That
up my
I can
allowance
trust.
to play as a kid. I'd weed my grandma's garden all day. She'd give me like $2. And I
When you were a
still
kid, how old are you,
dedicated.
John Plott?
Tell me about Age of Empires, man.
Man, you know, nobody has
What are
been
you,
able to
12?
play this game except if they found the CD-ROMs for the last 20 years.
And what's a CD-ROM?
That game's 20 years old.
These day and age, like who even
Yeah,
has a
yeah.
drive?
Can you believe it?
You know, and
You know
this
what
has
I'm
been
looking
such
forward
a
to
labor
now?
of love
What?
for us at Microsoft.
Anything else?
The fifth episode of American Gods and a good McDonald's meal. That's what I'm looking for. Before the Ubisoft conference,
Which is in
you know
what?
what?
Hour and 20
An
minutes.
hour and 20 minutes now.
Yeah.
This show, this conference has served a very important purpose. Anything we see afterwards is going to be joyous.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that this conference just broke the Age of Empires website?
Did it really?
Era established. Yeah, era established on
Yeah,
database
because it's
connection.
still the one they were using in 96.
Right.
It's hosted on a Pentium. It's hosted on a Pentium in that guy's house.
Right.
Okay, I'm looking for it.
I'm on the site now, and it's like error establishing database connection. Nope, not gonna happen,
Well,
Brian.
there's 70,000 people watching.
Right.
So maybe 70,000 people went to the site at the same time, but
You have underestimated Microsoft.
I think that we make it as far as this guy being done, and if they still say, "Oh, and we've got 3 more things," that may be it. That may be where we end it.
Yeah. If Intel guy comes back out, we're done.
Yeah. Dude, I'm not kidding. If Intel guy comes out, we are way done.
No. I agree. We're done. They're done. Everyone's done. We're going to eat McDonald's.
Right. We did our due diligence.
Yeah. And it's not like, we're just gonna be done for an hour and 18 minutes now. We'll be back. So
Yeah, it's not like we're all dying. We live.
So players should have a really amazing experience. We also have a web portal. So they can go
a web portal.
Chat is saying, Daniel D. Newman is saying, I like the Patrick comments the best.
Oh,
thank you, Daniel. I like your comments the best as well.
Well, Brian and I say to Daniel J. Newman, F off!
Sign up for our multiplayer beta. You know, RTS games are
just
really
kidding, we love you.
no, multiplayer is so important.
I'm eating these potato chips, that's why he doesn't like me.
Definitive Edition of Age is the absolute best we can make it.
Right.
So, you know, multiplayer, please come, sign, play with us, make the game great.
You asked me before we hopped on,
Make
you
the
wanted
game
to say
great again.
one more special bit, a little bit of a tease. We understand that it's the 20th anniversary of Age of
Yes.
Empires.
All the characters wear his little
So,
hats.
yes,
Now they're
Age
gonna
of Empires,
tease a new
the whole
game?
franchise will be 20. It's hitting its 20 mark October of this year. You know, and this is the start here at E3 with you. Is the start of the celebration of 20 years of Age of Empires, and that party is going to roll. We're going to continue that. So you're going to hear from us again in Cologne, Germany at Gamescom in August. And we're going to be having a really wonderful Age of Empires event there and talking a whole bunch about, I think, stuff you're going to want.
We're going to have elephants.
Wait.
Yes,
They didn't say. They're just
I
hanging it.
You spoke
Adam,
you
thanks.
spoke over the moment. where
No, they're
he
teasing.
didn't
He's
say
not saying
anything. He
anything.
just teased it. He said, "Oh, you're gonna want to hear it." And that's it.
And with
Okay, so
that,
they're gonna have a
our
new Age of
slew
Empires game.
announcements comes to an
Probably.
end. Before we depart, let's head
He
back
wouldn't
to
say
the
this if
mezzanine
it wasn't-
with Sonya for
I mean,
one
I'm guessing.
last hello.
Thank you, Sean. I had an amazing time being a part of some awesome game reveals and kicking it with you guys today. If you want any more
Kicking it
information on any of the games
today.
that you saw today, go to PCGamer.com. If you want to hang out with me and check me out on the internet, at OMG It's Firefox, pretty much everywhere. I had a blast, and for one last time, back to you, Sean.
Really?
Thank you
Right.
so much, Sonya.
Oh, he's gonna
Well,
say
at
goodbye.
least I will at least
It
say
was a
this. Thank you,
blast.
PC
I
Gamer,
hope
for
you had
putting
a
on
great
at least
time.
a
Thank you all so
presentation.
That's because you are a
PC
positive, nice guy. One of the nicest people I know in this world is Brian Dunaway, and he's always got something nice to say about people, and I think that's great.
Microsoft, Bohemia, Tripwire, Cygames,
I think
and
that's a
Nexon
great
helped make
trait.
this event
I wish I was
possible.
more positive
It is
about
an
this
absolute
event.
pleasure to have your support. And I'd also like to give a shout out to all the developers and the publishers at their recent conferences that have been going on in the last week. We were super excited about the titles there and following them closely because we're gamers at heart, and we hope that you too enjoyed what we had to share with you today. And as
I hope
crazy
U2
as
likes it too.
sounds, E3
The Edge hates
starts
it,
tomorrow.
but Bono's cool.
So we hope that you get the chance to get your hands on some of the titles that were announced in the last week that you're pumped for. From all the folks at PC Gamer and from me, Day 9, have a wonderful day and go play some video games. We'll see you next year.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Day
Day 9.
9.
Thanks, Day
I
9.
can't guarantee we'll be here next year,
Yeah.
but good on you for trying.
Yeah, well done. All right, to sum that up, you know, PC's great. I love PC games. It's fine. It's fine.
Of course, PC is awesome. It is the best platform to play games and do everything in the world. This show specifically is depressingly not good for a number of reasons we detailed during the show itself.
Yeah.
It's a crowded time of year, it's a crowded place, and they're getting the crumbs. And they didn't improve from last year, which means they're not doing, I think they can't really improve in that context. So I'd be open for them to change the time or venue or something, because I don't think it's going to get better next year.
Yeah, Dunaway, any closing thoughts from you about this little thing we did here?
It was tough. I am a little disappointed that Angry Patrick hadn't showed up yet. I saw a little bit of the fury, but not enough.
You'll get more
So I'm
later.
looking forward to
Trust
it.
me, it's gonna
Yeah,
get
yeah.
real. It's gonna get good the minute things get weird at Ubisoft. So, because they always get weird at Ubisoft. So that's when we'll be back, everybody. If you're watching live or if you're checking this out on the feed later, we'll be back at 3 p.m. here? No.
It's
Sorry.
in an hour and 15 minutes.
Hour and 50 minutes. So it's 2 p.m. here.
Set your clocks.
In the Mountain Time Zone, and 5. What is that?
4
5 p.m.
here.
where you are? 4 where you are? Yeah, 4 where you are.
Yeah, 4.
So
Right,
4 where Brian is. Patrick, who knows what the hell time he's on? And we'll be back then. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us.